Good evening, folks. This is Gutsy here, bringing you another cast. Sorry I'm a little late there. This one is going to be the International 2018 Group Stage game between LGD and Liquid. Game 2.
To go.
LGD won the first game. I saw a bit of the end of the last game
5
because
seconds.
I casted the previous game, VGJ versus Secret. But I saw the ending of the first game, and Liquid had
Radiant's
a
banned.
no-stun draft. They were losing pretty convincingly, but they were winning team fights. LGD couldn't win team fights. You know, Silencer had like double ult and stuff,
Radiant's
Kuroki
mid.
Silencer. So LGD had to basically rat, and it worked. And Team Liquid team wiped them, and they did a death push up the mid lane. And unfortunately, they couldn't make it. It was pretty close. They almost won,
Radiant's
but it
pinned.
wasn't good enough. They had no stuns, though. They eventually bought Bashers and Sheepsticks, but they had a no-stun draft. So, game 2, I feel like Liquid... I'm not going to say that they were dicking around game 1, but usually if you don't have any stuns in your draft, something's going on. Maybe a bit of practice or something. But I think Liquid's going to be a little more serious this game, so... Gonna dive right into the draft. Standard bans, Clinks, Weaver, Chen, very standard. Kunkka, Gyro, and ET. I wouldn't say any of those heroes are standard. But a lot of the Chinese teams aren't doing standard
Radiant's
stuff. This is a
banned.
standard draft, though.
banned.
Tiny and Prophet are standard heroes for this current group stage series that are being played out. Broodmother, Wisp are kind of standard. Usually Broodmother's kind of a niche pick, though, so they pick it early. We already know who's going to play that hero. It's going to be Matumba. That's his famous hero. He did Venom last game. These are some old school Matumba heroes.
10
So I feel like
seconds to
Liquid's
go.
kind of saving strats. Maybe LGD's doing the same thing. We'll see.
5
Because,
seconds.
like I said, newbie with the first game I casted, they're all... they were drafting old-style heroes, not really meta heroes. But that kind of changes the meta in itself. Necro's banned out. Looks like they're prioritizing a lot of these meta bans out of LGD. They had to fight Huskar last game, but I don't think that's an issue when you have a Tiny. So heroes that might be a pain in the butt with the current LGD draft. Earthshaker still is a possibility, but Kuroki playing Earthshaker is very unlikely, and that's definitely a GH Wisp again. They had Wisp last game on GH. So... maybe they won't even have to worry about an Earthshaker. Maybe they could focus more on core heroes. Miracle.
Radiant's ban.
They're going to get rid of the Husker, actually. So I guess they feel that might be a threat with the Wisp on the table. But there's other heroes. Matuma plays... well, Matuma's going to do Brood, actually. So they don't even have to worry about Ursa, I don't think. Wraith King is meta, but... I feel like it's Bloodseeker every single game for Liquid on Mind Control offlane.
10 seconds to go.
So maybe they could ban out Bloodseeker,
5
but
seconds.
Bloodseeker doesn't really do anything to Tiny. He's got the status resist, so I doubt that's going to be a future ban for LGD. Liquid, what do they want to ban against LGD? Well, what was the hero that did really well last game? They might want to ban Earthshaker. You know, they've got Brood, right? And Earthshaker is pretty decent, assuming that's a core Tiny. I doubt that's... well, it probably is a
Radiant's
support
pick,
or a 4
Dire's
position
pick.
Prophet. They're going to grab the Venge. That could be core. I think, actually, Miracle plays core Venge. More so than Matumbaman. But we know that's a Matumba Brood. And it doesn't matter what lane they stick him in. That just knowing that that's Matumba, you could just figure out what Miracle and Mind Control heroes are going to be and do your drafting based off that.
10 seconds to go.
But I guess the same could be said that, you know, this Tiny's probably going to
5
be
seconds.
a maybe hero. It could be an Ame. I don't know. No, it's probably going to be maybe's hero. Somnus is what people call him. If you're LG, what do you want to pick right now? So Clinks is off the table. Let's think meta heroes, because it seems like people are very comfy with
Radiant's
meta
pick.
heroes. They already picked before me. That is not a meta hero. Terrorblade is not a meta hero. But it's very good. Wisp can't deal with Terrorblade. Broodmother doesn't do well. And Venge also doesn't do well against Terrorblade. So, Earthshaker, No, they can't. That'd be a Curl Earthshaker. Oh no, you know what? It could be a Mind Control Earthshaker if they played it. You
10
don't see
seconds
that
to
anymore,
go.
but that's a possibility. Let's think of offlaners.
5
Axe.
seconds.
Axe has fallen off, but he's still decent here. He's not good against Tiny, but he destroys Prophet and destroys Terrorblade. I really like Axe right here. Like, I think Axe is the pick. But I'm pretty sure Liquid goes Bristleback rather than Axe in most of their games. I actually don't think I've seen Mind Control play Axe in a very long time. And it would have been at some minor or something like that. So I think they choose Bristle over the Axe, knowing them. And Mind Control does play Bristle. We'll see. We still have Miracle's hero. Miracle, most likely. Let's find out. Brewmaster. So it's a Mind Control Brewmaster. That's okay. It deals with illusions decently once you get your Radiance. And obviously the slap is good for Prophet. LGD, though. Let's look at their Brood counters. They really only have Tiny so far. So maybe they want someone to invest more into Brood. Because Brood's been very powerful this tournament. And knowing the kind of player Matumlaman is, you really don't want him playing Brood comfortably. You want to make his life a living hell. So, they also need to deal with this Wisp. Spectre's looking pretty good, but they've already got Terrorblade. I doubt they're going to run 2 cores, melee cores, along with a Tiny. Wraith King's not bad in this scenario. Chalice could play Wraith King, or that could be a Chalice. Actually, yeah, I was saying that was a maybe Tiny. You know what? Chalice plays Tiny. So it could be Chalice's Tiny, too. Last pick, what do they want to go if you're LGD? See, I feel like I'm getting weaker at drafting. I used to call out picks a lot better, but I'm really unfamiliar with this current 2-1-2 meta in the pro scene. I've watched a bit of the summit, but I haven't had the preparation I normally do, so hopefully that'll excuse me from failing at these predictions. Maybe someone that synergizes with Terrorblade would be nice. They could go Shadow Demon. We've seen Newbie. We saw in the cast I did, Newbie did Shadow Demon, and it worked out really well. It's decent, actually, against Broodmother, too. When she gets BKB, she can't just go zipping around all over the place. They're going to go with the Chalice Phoenix, though. Very powerful. Phoenix is doing really well, and it's super good against Broodmother. So I think that's good enough for Brood counters. They probably don't need to worry about that now. Let's assume Chalice is Tiny. We're going to assume maybe this hero has not been picked yet. And that'll be like an Ame TB or something. So this is a maybe hero that we're going to see next. And then we're going to see Miracle's hero. They ban out Silencer. Kind of an interesting ban. I guess they think the Tiny is going to be maybes and like... Oh yeah, sorry. Phoenix is Chalice's. They don't think it's
10 seconds
okay.
to go.
So yeah, they think it's a support. Last pick, they're gonna ban it out.
5 seconds.
But they should just ban out a mid hero. TA is pretty powerful. They can get rid of the TA. They're gonna get rid of Morph. They have a lot of ways to burn off the TA. Morph's kind of... It's like Morph and Brood and Huskar are your cheese picks. So Liquid's actually a very cheesy professional team. They love doing these cheese last picks. We've seen games where they'll do Brood and they'll get Huskar along with it, but which is not going to happen this game. And they're definitely not going to pick an Ursa. Miracle, what's a good hero for him?
10 seconds to go.
We saw Kunkka. Kunkka's not too bad.
5 seconds.
If we think they banned out the Clanks, and we said Ursa's bad. This is like a really nice Phoenix game. I'm trying to think of someone who attacks really quickly to deal with this Phoenix.
Pick.
Optic did just... Oh, Ursa for LGD. Oh boy. There you go. So that's going to be either a support Tiny or support Phoenix. I think the Phoenix will be support. We'll probably see Chalice on Tiny, most likely. I think that will be... X-Nova, I'm pretty sure, does Phoenix. And then that's a support Prophet. This is a really weird draft.
10 seconds to go.
Very greedy of LGD, but I think they could get away with it against Liquid's draft. Liquid's draft, I think, is more out of orthodox than LGD's. Who's a miracle hero? They could go with Invoker. TA is still on the table. There's a lot of things to burn off with a TA. I'm trying to... Who kites Ursa? Medusa. That'll take you right into the late game, though. Medusa's not too great. Trying to think of Metacore. Spectre for them. Terrorblade's kind of like a Spectre counter, so it's not going to be a TB. Medusa's actually not too bad in terms of dealing with TB. And she can tank through Ursa pretty decently. Once you get your... What's that item called? Pike. You could kite him pretty decently. Early game will be a struggle. Lena, I'm surprised no one's picking Lena. I like Lena here quite a bit. You could easily maneuver a lot of these heroes. They go with the Mirana. Mirana's basically what we consider the better Lena of this patch. I think Optic's the only team that really does prioritizes their Lena highly. So it's a Miracle, Mirana, Mind Control, yeah, obviously the Brew. Kuroki will be on the Venge, yes, GH will be on your Wisp, and Matumba on the Brood. Phi will be your support Prophet. You'll see X Nova on the support Phoenix, as predicted. Ame, your Terrorblade, Somnus. Oh, this is not predicted here, though. Maybe mid-Tiny. I know mid-Tiny's the most popular role for this tournament, out of offlane and everything, but I was not expecting maybe on Tiny and Chalice on Ursa. I should have, too, right? Like, the very first cast I did was all these Wraith King and Ursa offlane picks, and then it kind of just, people stopped doing the Ursa offlane, and now it's back, so I'm surprised I didn't actually predict that one. That's kind of funny. But this game will start very soon, and I will hope it doesn't mess up my mic.
Normally.
These guys need to not do that, otherwise I'm good. My mic has this issue where based off, I've actually seen it on the stream too. It's messed up on the actual official cast, the TI streams. The one where Blitz and Capitalist was doing, they got cut out. And also Gods and Purge got cut out too from this load failing. So it's a little bug. They'll probably patch it soon, which will be nice. We'll see if it happens here, because if it does, it's going to screw up my mic. Don't do it. Don't do it. This is what it does. It screws up my mic. This is not good. Hello, stream. Bono, you are here at a perfect time. Okay, we're just verifying with my friend here, because it usually screws up my mic when this happens. But hopefully it didn't do that. So, we got X Nova and Chalice top lane. It's fucked up. Okay, so this is what happened last time. This is not good. Oh, just kidding. Okay, never mind. Alright, so maybe gonna be your mid laner. We've got Ame. Gonna actually do an offlane dual lane with TB Prophet. Prophet is really strong in the dual offlanes.
30 seconds.
I'm not sure how he's gonna do with a TB in his lane, because that's a ranged lane. They've actually parked, looks like Miracle and Kuro bot, which is normal because Matumba usually takes mid on his Broodmother, and GH Mind Control will be top lane. So maybe they think like, oh, you know what they're doing, right? Tiny is basically like their only Brood laning counter. So what they've done is they're gonna kind of submit maybe in the mid, so that Ame can get some farm, and obviously Chalice to get some farm. So
I hope for this one.
maybe he's gonna be tanking this time. Tiny's a very powerful hero. That's why he's picked every game. Phoenix is also extremely powerful. I'm surprised I'm not seeing more Phoenix picks. Phoenix is, in my opinion, I'm going to just say it, the strongest hero this patch. Phoenix is the strongest. I think there should be a hell of a lot more Phoenixes, but this is a meta hero. Ursa, Tiny's meta, Phoenix meta, Prophet is starting to become meta, and on this team, actually, Liquid doesn't really even have a meta hero this game. Maybe Mirana. That's about it. We're going to watch bot lane. It looks pretty active down here, so Miracle and Kuroki, they're just going to hopefully outrange, but Phi's going to do the zoning while Ame gets the last hits. He won't be able to do that for much longer. I want to watch mid too, though, because even though it's difficult for Matumbaman to get a kill on maybe, it is still possible. We saw last game, mid one got a kill on Yawar, so anything's possible. Chalice, we never even went over items or skills. Lots of regen. We already know 2-1-2 meta, everybody just gets a ton of regen, as you can see here. Got some action bot, but I'm going to watch this. No, he's fine. Checking out the action bot. Miracle and Kuroki are actually losing this lane pretty hard. The support Prophet it's actually pretty damaging. 66 damage range damage, that's huge. Like, that's higher than, isn't that higher than Shaman? Oh no, Shaman's like 69 or 72 or something. Shadow Shaman, so. But there's no way Shaman has the attack speed and the range that a Prophet does. This support Prophets, it's not actually having good win percentages, but it's definitely showing in lanes its potential. So Mind Control and Chalice and GH are going to have a skirmish. We got a skirmish bot also, but I'm going to watch this one. They're kind of disintegrated, so Kuroki is going to be able to kill Ame. That's surprising. FY, next on the buffet list. Miracle, does he have an arrow? He will in 2 seconds, but he also has a leap. FY is dead if he... Oh! He's not going to commit for it. He had the leap. I guess he saw the Fairy Fire and figured that was enough of hindrance for him to commit to that kill. I really wish I watched that last game of... I was going to watch LGD Liquid's game, and I'm like, you know what? VGJ is probably going to... That first game of VGJ was really cool. They're probably going to have a really cool second game. And it turned out to be kind of boring, but, oh, man. The Liquid LGD game 1 was really fun to watch. Just the ending of it, so... I really wish I casted the first of that. I might just do a cast of it. Not a live cast like this, though. Oh, the Courier! Miracle's going to get the stun, but... Oh, no, he's going to die, too. Oh, no, he's not. Fairy Fire activated, FY. Miracle's literally a one-hit away, but... Oh, Omne, does he have the Q? No, he doesn't. Miracle pushing the buttons, but that Courier is donezo. FY is going to TP back to base. It's still 1-0 in favor of Liquid. But you got to watch out, eh? Liquid, they have 2 stuns now. So this is not like last game. They put on their thinking caps. GH out of mana. Gonna avoid Chalice, the 1-1-1 build. Pretty standard. I want to see what he maxes though. If he chooses to max Earth Shock Overpower or sometimes Fury Swipes. They're gonna go on to Mind Control here. Mind Control is actually the tankiest one, but he's got a lot of stacks. I think he's dead here. 1. Oh, misses on the slow, though. There's a slow in favor of Mind Control. With the salve. What are you doing, Mind Control? Turns back in. Gets eviscerated. GH is next. Double kill for Chalice. A bit of a mistake on Mind Control. He basically salved and thought that he could get that kill with the slap. Now, Chalice did this on purpose because he has no regen. We're seeing this Aquila pick up pretty much on every core I see. It's being picked up on Huskar. It's being picked up on everyone. And also the early one, too. But he did this because it's actually more efficient to go back to base, TP, and get regen than to go back to lane and hit a creep wave once. He's going to have to buy... Wait. Oh, he bought the ward. What the heck? Oh, no. That was a ward from his teammate. He's going to buy tangos now while he's TP. That makes sense. Mid lane, nothing's happening. Tiny's really hard to kill. Matumba will be farming pretty decent, though, as a result. Bottom and top are very active lanes. I really want to keep an eye on them. I've missed 1 kill so far. Or was it 2? No, I kind of missed the first kill, but I'm not missing this one. Miracle and Kuroki going to be jumping on the Fi. Oh, that one just does so much. Kuroki's dead. There's no way he's living this. Oh, is he going to live? What just happened? Now, Vano, when you're referring to the buying 2 boots, I think he just bought it and gave it to his teammate. Like, his teammate bought it and gave it. Oh, are you kidding me? Dang it. Oh, double kill. This is not good. Was not expecting this from this lane, but this Terrorblade Prophet is a lot of right-click damage. And they're both ranged heroes against 2 ranged heroes. I thought Liquid would be okay in that lane. Yeah, what happened was they just gave each other their boots. GH is dead. This is looking really bad for Liquid. They're losing the early game pretty hard. Kuroki gonna get a stun off on Ame. There's the Starstorm for Miracle. Does he have another leap, though? He's very low. The arrow is gonna miss. There's just way too many trees down there. Kuroki, if he gets the stun, will be able to pick off Ame, so that's not too bad. Miracle getting very low. GH gonna TP, heal him up. FY is gonna teleport out. Is there an arrow? Oh, man, just barely lives. Yeah, sorry, Vano. I've been trying to say this 3 times now. Phoenix bought the boots. Ursa was TPing from base to his lane, so Phoenix they just gave him the boots. Dropped it in base, picked it up, gave it transport. Free courier, yada yada.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
Yeah, there's the... See, look at this. Look at this. Aquila on every carry-ish hero. Aquila, Ursa has Aquila. They have 3 Aquilas on their team. Actually, wait, Ursa didn't... Oh, yeah, he did go Aquila. Every hero gets Aquila. Let's check out mid lane, though. Matumba's being ganked. There's a lot of action going on bot, but I really want to see this Matumba gank. Liquid's putting on pressure. See, Liquid, even if they lose a lane, they'll put pressure on it and win it back. FY might be trying to snipe the courier, actually. Fortification used by LGD. GH in a precarious position. These trees are really good at stopping the Rana arrow, too. They're going to get the stun off on FY. He's getting nuked down, but the wand is going to come into favor. Is there an arrow? Doesn't matter. Kuroki gets the Wave of Terror. I think he's maxing it. Yep. Will be able to get that kill. Down here, though, Phoenix is going to come in. He gets stunned up, but Kuro's way out of position. Does he have a Q on Ame? No, he does not. Kuro going to try and kill him. I just want to watch mid. Top is pretty passive. The Ursa is so good. It just destroys any melee offlaner. This is why IX Mike, he says no one should be picking melee offlanes anymore. It's all about ranged offlanes, but according to these group stages, they think otherwise. But I'm kind of seeing it, because all you need to do is pick an Ursa or Wraith King, and Brewmaster's screwed, right? So, Matumbamin and Somnus are going to go at it. Matumba's almost dead, but he's got backup from Kuro. There comes the salve off of Matumbamin. There is no stuns, but that is... Tiny's just too tanky. This is why everybody's picking Tiny. You'll help cast tomorrow? Sounds good. I would appreciate that. That'd be nice. Because casting solo, not the easiest thing. It took me this is my 3rd cast. It took me 3 casts just to get it right. The first cast, which you said the mic was okay, it was, but I didn't have in-game audio turned on. So that entire cast, you could watch it, has no in-game audio. Second game, I got it right, but I messed up a bunch of wording, and, you know, I wasn't set up properly at the beginning, but I did fix it. Third cast, the only thing I've done is the setup at the beginning was kind of informal, but so far it's going pretty good. This one's a little more informal in general, so it doesn't really matter. It's probably my last cast of the night. Gets the arrow off on FY. He's stunned forever, but that tree is really good. I think they're still going to get him because of the slow. And that was just the longest stun in the history of Dota, so it didn't matter. Really nice lane for Terrorblade. I don't have any stats going on here, so let's check out last hits. Oh my goodness. The reason why he's so high, he's killing Matumbamin and Spiderlings. There's no way you're 103 by creeps at 9 minutes. It's just not happening. I think they need to do something about maybe here, though. He's almost got a blink. 10-minute blink with Treads Aquila. That's a little too farmed, if you ask me. Matumbamin's farmed too, but he's not severely farmed. They're going to jump Kuro. I think they're trying to go for Matumbamin, but it's going to backfire. FY dies yet again. Maybe actually might die here. He's going to try and burst down Matumba. Gets him low enough, but GH here just baiting him. Double kill on Matumba. Lives at a sliver of HP. Down here bottom, Miracle gets a nice arrow off on Ame. Liquid lost the very early game, but they've come back. Taken back. Rubber band in effect. Let's check out wardings. I want to comment about that. Heavy aggressive wards from LGD and mid. They basically don't want this brood out of control. But Matumba's not even forcing the tower. He's just farming his jungle. You know, he's chill. He waits till maybe leaves the lane, and then he goes in. And when maybe comes, he goes back, you know? That's the beauty of Broodmother. Relocate down onto bottom lane. They're going to go on to FY. He's going to get eviscerated, but here comes Brewmaster. Stuns up Ursa. Ame's here. He gets tornadoed into the air. Miracle's at a sliver of HP. Oh, that Phoenix is going to kill that Miracle. That is a dead Miracle. Chalice is going to get saved, though, by Ame. Swapping the HP. Kuro's now next on the buffet list. Mind Control will be able to pick up Ame. Probably really wanted that Chalice kill. Let's see if they can burst him down fast enough. Not enough mana to... Or, well... Overpower was on cooldown. Mid lane, maybe. Fending off very nicely. 9-7. Oh, manages to burst Matumba. This is the downside of going the damage build on Matumba. No boots, just the defusal. He's squishy as heck. 1000 HP is no problem for a Tiny to deal with. KDR, 4-1 on Ursa. Actually, Liquid's looking pretty decent for KDR compared to the rest of LGD. But when we go back to last hits, it's pretty scattered. I guess Liquid's not doing too bad. EXP-wise, pretty even in favor of Liquid a bit, and barely in favor of LGD gold-wise. Still anybody's game. We have a lot of towers still up on the map. LGD is going to try and do something about these bottom ones. Chalice going to activate the ultimate. I think he's dead, though. Miracle's got another leap. He's dead. The ball hits from GH anyways. X-Nova going to use his ult. Oh, that stun! He still dies, but maybe manages to get a counter kill. Miracle might actually die. Maybe does he have a tree grab? No, he doesn't have toss either. Buyback on Wisp. Interesting. Kuro's dead. The blink already paying off for maybe. He's getting out of control. 3-1 now. Ursa's climbed. Miracle, considering how bad his lane was to start, he's doing pretty decent and still keeping pressure on this lane. Mid lane, Brood getting a bit of damage. And the neat thing about Brood, you can just send your spiderlings in. You don't have to. I missed the kill bottom, my bad. I really wanted to watch this Miracle kill. There's just kills happening everywhere. That's the... when Purge and Gods and all these procasters are missing kills, you know there's a problem. Mid lane, maybe. There's no backup here for him. He's just toast. They should be able to get this tower off of it. LGD is starting to rotate right now, but they really don't have the resources. This is a freebie. As I was saying, though, all these procasters, they're missing kills all over the map. So when procasters are doing that, you know it's not your fault. It's just the 2-on-2 meta. There's just too much action going around on the map. Like, there was one game, it was what? I think it was 12 minutes, and there was... or 17 minutes, there's 30 kills per team. Like 30 kills each on both teams. I think that was the VGJ game. Or, no, maybe it was the Pain Gaming game. I can't remember.
Guess what's happening to Dyer's bottom tower?
Maelstrom being picked up after the Dragonlance. I like seeing Dragonlance before the naked Maelstrom. GH gonna have his urn. He's going mech. Kuro's just dirt poor. Let's check out Mind Control. Has the blink. Not buying it yet, though. And Matumaman, we saw him with that defusal. On LGD, maybe he's got that blink. That was a 10-minute blink. Working on the Echo Saber. Phoenix, standard items. What's Chalice got? Chalice has blink too. Ame, working on that. Well, he has Yasha. He basically has Yasha. And Fi, I want to see what Fi has. He's got an urn too. Smoked up LGD. They're hoping that Liquid makes a move, but I think Liquid read this one. Where was their ward? Oh, they had a ward. EG's gonna win this TI. A lot of people are saying that. I don't think so. I think EG's... I think they're putting... Oh, what is Miracle doing? Okay. Alright, he wanted the kill. He knew he was dead no matter what there, so might as well get the kill. But that's a 5 streak going to a lot of heroes. They're going to pressure top off this. Liquid's probably going to try and get some pressure down on bottom, but they've already got a push. I don't know how to get rid of this ward thing. Maybe I need to click on such guys. Yes. Runes are up.
Radiant's top
I never even saw the runes at the beginning of this game. GH.
Dyer's mid towers having
3 of him.
difficulty.
Catches Ame. Oh, this is a dead Ame. He's got Sunder.
Radiant's
But that's starting.
pretty sad right now.
Perfectly timed.
Radiant's gone and fortified their structures.
LGD never even pushed top, so it's kind of weird. I think they want to make a move on Chalice. He's got Blink ult, though. It's not an easy target. Nope. Didn't get the Wave of Terror off in time, so he just blinks out of that.
Their bottom tower.
Radiant gets the deny from GH. Who do I think's going to win? I originally thought LGD would win, but they've had some pretty poor results. But here's the thing. Every TI's like this. People just, they totally value group stage, and it's the polar opposite when it comes to the event. Like Liquid, okay, Liquid did okay in group stage last TI, but TIs before that, it's always the opposite. They always do really bad in group stage, and like Wings, they just come out of nowhere and kill everybody. C-Deck was kind of the same. They did okay group stage, though.
Dyer's top towers
And it's very noticeable with Chinese teams. I don't know why people don't put enough focus into this, but I always see Chinese teams do not bad in group stages, but mediocre. It's almost like they're off the radar. And then comes the main event, and they just whip out. It's not even they whip out new strategies. They just whip out perfect execution. It's almost like they're holding back in group stages.
Dire's bottom towers.
And I'm seeing it with Liquid. Like when they did that, it's more noticeable with Liquid. But like last game where they had the no stun draft, right? Like that's just too Miracle is gonna live. Surprisingly. But like you can't have a no stun draft. Like that's just too noticeable. But that's basically Liquid holding back. GH is gonna get picked off. Curl's picked off. This is the end of the fight for Liquid. This is also their tier 2 dead in top lane. Matumba's gonna have to put some serious pressure in the bottom. There's a decent amount of pressure from Mind Control. But Mind Control doesn't kill buildings. Need to be careful. BKB, gonna use the leap. Waits till the BKB is used before using the leap. Because there's no point using the leap otherwise. You don't want to waste the spell in a game like this. Still nobody going back. Oh yeah, maybe did. So that's the end of their push. That means the tower lives. Very well played by Mind Control right there. But yeah, like everybody's saying EG's really strong, but when I'm watching EG, it feels like they're trying their hardest. The only game that didn't indicate that was the one where Fly and RTZ didn't swap their heroes in time, right? So, otherwise, I would kind of agree with the EG statement, but I think they're kind of not holding back. They're kind of going all out, which gives you a better seat when the main event starts, but seats don't matter if you don't know what you're doing, right? Matumba mid gets the Aegis. It's killed by Liquid. This is a very sneaky Aegis. Not only is it sneaky, LGD tried to stop it, but with not all of their heroes. So they lose 2 heroes in the process. So Liquid went from getting 3 dead top, or 2 dead, sorry. It was Kuroki and GH. They went from that and having their tower almost dead. Oh, are they going to get FY? Yep, got the stun on him. He's dead. Man, Mirana with Wisp is just super lethal. I'm trying to just talk theories, but I can't even do it. And then they just relocate back mid. Maybe. Get out of there. As I was saying though, yeah, EG might get a good, they'll get a good position with their current group stage, but I mean, Liquid got a good position last year, and they dropped instantly from IG. Like, IG just spanked them, you know, but then eventually Liquid won through the losers bracket. But I think that's what'll happen with EG. They'll get a nice position. They'll fight, like, LGD or IG or Newbies, somebody who's kind of... Newbie's not off the radar at the moment, but LGD's pretty off the radar. And then bam, LGD will just come out of nowhere and kill them. Oh, look at maybe. That is insane damage. Okay, Solar Crest. Okay, consider this. Solar Crest, Wave of Terror, Vengeance Aura. That is so much physical damage. And that's a tiny too. This is a very tanky status resist hero. He's got his growth, right? That is nuts.
Dire's top tower's getting beat
Maybe
down.
is not supposed to die that quickly. This is what makes Liquid good. They could lose laning phase, and they will come back at you. I'm not being a fanboy here. I'm just saying.
You know the drill.
But yeah, I think the Chinese teams are playing low. They're laying low on the radar, and when main stage comes, your EG's not going to be as strong as they look right now. But maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? EG's won a TI before, and they didn't really have the all-star lineup then. They had Owie and Fear, you know, good players, but not players you'd think that would win a TI. Anything's possible. And PPD's always a very low net worth support. I mean, him winning... Oh my goodness. No wonder he has high last hits.
The Dire might want to mine their top tower.
Back to casting. Rat Dota down here from Ame. He's got the Manta, but he needs at least one more item left. Maybe a Dragon Lance or something, if he wants to engage in a team fight. So Liquid know this. They want to pressure. They want to show LGD
Dire's top tower's getting beat down.
what they're made of.
Dire's got one last top tower.
Mind Control's gonna TP. He's got Vlad's. Vlad's is really good. Purge mentioned 1 mana. Regen is super good. And it is. Lifesteal. They don't have a lifesteal. Lifesteal for long fights is very nice. Which, you know, when you're getting the late game, you definitely want that. Mjolnir on Miracle. He's gonna go for Manta. So if Phi goes Orchid or something, it's gonna be useless. He doesn't. He goes to Spirit Vessel. This is really good for Brewmaster. Ooh, arrow just barely off the mark. Smoked up from LGD. Maybe he's gonna lead the fight Chalice. What does Chalice have? He's got, okay, he's Basher into Blade Mail. You don't see this too often on Ursa, but the way Matomomin was crunching on heroes, I'm kind of liking it. Very long smoke. It's just going to run out. There is no vision, though. They've got a really nice flank from the back. Liquid. Need to be very careful. This is a hero they want to get. They got to watch GH, though. He could save him if they don't burst him fast enough. They're going to farm it. They have their own ward here. Liquid must know. People haven't been on the map other than Ame. They must know something's going on. They're actually just running right up mid. They're like, you know what? We run mid when you're all here anyways, so we'll just do it when you're not here.
Mid towers having technical difficulties.
And that forces them to go back. Ame might be able to get a tower
now.
while they delay.
Radiant's top towers hurt.
Oh man, that tree toss is quite a brood counter. That's ridiculous. I see why he has to keep the soul ring too. So Ame, they're gonna give up this tower. They're doing some pretty decent chip damage though. Ursa's gonna blink in. Urshot gets the swap. Oh no! 50 seconds dead. Kuro's dead though from the swap, but that's definitely worth the swap right there. Primal split activated from mind control. They're focusing maybe. He's dead. He does have buyback. I think he's got to use it. Triple kill on the Tumberman. Double buyback. Buyback from Kuro. Meanwhile, maybe. Or Ame, sorry. He's going to do some Raptota, and Terrorblade is not a hero you want to screw with, but holy shoot.
Nicely done.
Wave of Terror and Starstorm just eviscerates. Terrorblade's going to buy back now. They're actually losing a melee Rex. Look how good Wisp is. You have to ban Wisp. The Wisp won last game, but they didn't have any stuns. This game they got stuns with Wisp. Oh my goodness.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
Liquid is putting on a clinic. They're literally, like, they're toying with LGD. They're toying with them. You know, LGD had a decent draft, but game one, it's like they gave it to them. In game two, they're just like, you know what? This is what it looks like when we put Wisp with heroes that have stuns. They go back, they kill the guy who's ratting them, and then they relocate back, and they take both your racks. Like, this is serious. 24 minutes in the game, too. This isn't late game. We're still in mid game, folks. And that's the downside. LGD is a better late game draft. But with 2 racks down, it's going to be very hard to get to that late game. Vano, we could talk about tickets after the cast. This is going on YouTube now. I got to keep it somewhat formal. Or you could ask me in the stream chat. Somnus going Shadowblade. I'm not sure about this. I think the only reason he's going it is because he wants to do a Silver Edge for mind control. But if you're focusing on Crimson Guard, Vlad's, Brewmaster, mind control with Drunken Brawler and Drunken Haze, your priorities are not in the best position. This is a very scary Brood Mother. I actually think Brood's too strong this patch. I think...
The prize is mine.
Has Brood even lost this tournament? Like, I feel like Brood is really way more powerful than she needs to be. Kind of like with Spectre, too. Like, Spectre just feels way too powerful at the moment. You just lose your lane every game and you still come out and win. I think Spectre should at least be somewhat determined on how your lane goes. But that's just my opinion. X-Nova, working on that Shivs. What talent did he go? Let's check out talents. He did go the gold talent. That's pretty obvious. GH, EXP, and Scepter. Oh, Scepter bonus. You kidding me? Who does it work for in this game? It works for Kuro, which gives him the extra Avenge Spirit. It works for Brewmaster. I forget what it does. Just upgrades all of his Brood thingies. And Scepter upgrades this. Starstorm. No wonder it's doing a lot. Because when he ported bot on the Terrorblade, well, I guess top, he just eviscerated him with Starstorm and all of his illusions. Here we go. We're going to see Kuro actually pretty much getting blown up. They just focus him right away. So he's dead. This is a very good fight, actually, for LGD. The Supernova was not good enough, but, well, never mind. It wasn't good enough. They kill the Kuro, but they don't do absolutely anything to any of the other heroes. And this is just a very clean wipe from Liquid. Not close like last game, but I think this was Liquid saying, you know what? We don't want the 2-0. We want to practice stuff. We're going to give you game 1 if you could take it from us. And if you can, we'll punish you game 2 for it. Not to be a Liquid fanboy, but from an unbiased standpoint, that's what it looked like. It really did look like that. Yeah, lots of good games. I'm not getting any of the good ones. You know, there was the Pain Gaming game was good. The first game of VGJ was good. The first game of Liquid LGD was good. I'm just missing all the good ones. I'd say the first 2 were kind of blah. This game was a little more exciting in a way. It was just Liquid being very clinical with all their moves, but maybe after work in the next couple days, I will try and cast some games, and if not, then whatever. Hope you enjoyed that. I will see you later.